guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Jessica and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the dollar store makeup challenge. In my last video, I asked you guys to leave me suggestions about what you'd like me to film, and one of my awesome subscribers suggested that I try the dollar store makeup challenge. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. I went to my local dollar store and I picked up as many items as I could find. They really didn't have any brow products, so I'm gonna have to try and use what I have on my brows. So I don't know how well that's gonna go, but I'm gonna try. So let me show you guys the products that I got. I went to Dollar Tree, that's where I got all of my stuff. For foundation, I got the Sassy and Chic Moisturizing Foundation in the shade medium, and it looks like this. I already know it's not gonna match my skin. I'm pretty sure. For concealer, I picked up the e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer and Highlight in the shade Medium Glow. So there's that. For face powders, they only had one powder, and this color is like, kind of looks pink, and it's called Rose Beige. So like, again, I doubt it's gonna match. I don't know how this is gonna look, you guys. So we're going to be surprised together. For bronzer, I got the Flawless Face Powder from e.l.f. in the shade Toffee. For my blush, I got the e.l.f. blush in Brushing, which is just like a really pink. This is the only blush. It was the last blush they had, and I picked it up. I'm so glad that I found it, because otherwise I was gonna have to use like eyeshadow or something else. They didn't have any highlight, so what I saw was this eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna use this shade right here as my cheekbone highlight. For lipstick, I got this nude color called Natural Shine. I really tried like to put a lot of thought into this because I want to try and make it look good, so I was really thinking about, okay, what colors am I going to use? For the eyes, I got this trio from LA Colors. These shades are actually really pretty, so if this does work and like the pigmentation is good, I'm kind of going to be excited about this because I like these colors a lot. For eyeliner, I got a liquid liner, just regular black liquid liner. And then for mascara, I got this little volumizing mascara. And then I got this, but this is for me because, you guys, I had no idea that they sold Wet n Wild at the Dollar Tree. Like, this crease brush by Wet n Wild is actually really good. I have one. Actually use it. I used it today actually, and I really like this crease brush, so I just brought a backup. So I ended up getting a total of 10 products. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash off this makeup because I was like running errands and stuff. So I'm going to wash this off and start with a bare face and try and make something out of all of this makeup. Hopefully it looks good. If it doesn't, I mean, I'm not going to be too surprised, honestly. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and took off all my makeup, and now I'm going to begin with foundation. Another thing that they didn't have at the dollar store was primer, so we're going to have to skip that step. I'm going to shake it up first. I'm really nervous. Put some on this palette, and I'm gonna use a damp sponge to apply it to my face. It's really thick too, so I'm going to, maybe I'll just dot it on my face and then blend it in. Hopefully this doesn't make my skin worse. To my surprise, the color of this foundation isn't totally awful. It might oxidize and might change colors later, but from initial application, it does not look bad in terms of the shade. It is a really weird formula though. It's like really thick and sticky feeling. It's very dewy. Like, you guys can see that. It's like dewy, very greasy, but we are going to roll with it. We're just gonna keep on going. Now I'm gonna move on to this e.l.f. concealer. One side says conceal, the other says highlight, so I'm gonna use this as a liquid highlight to see how it looks. First, I'm gonna go in with concealer. This concealer has a very pink undertone. I typically go with concealers that have more of a yellow undertone. Highlight everywhere I would normally highlight. We want to get the full effect here. This concealer is really lightweight. I mean, it did brighten up the under eyes, but I mean, it didn't really conceal anything. Let's move on to this highlight and let's see how this is. It's just white, like, there's absolutely no highlighting effect in this whatsoever, so I'm just not even gonna bother. Now I'm going to powder my face with the face powder. I'm gonna take a large powder brush. This is the Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just gonna set the face with this. Really mattify this foundation down because it was looking extremely greasy. So that's the skin powdered. Moving on to bronzer. This is actually a pressed powder for deeper skin tones, but they didn't have a bronzer, so I was just like, let me try and make this work. This is a really deep shade, and it's pretty pigmented. Okay, so we know to be very light-handed. I feel like this is what's really gonna mess it up for me. We have to keep going. So for this, I'm gonna use a large powder brush and just bronze up the face. Okay, here it goes. I'm gonna dip in there, tap off a bunch of excess. I'm even gonna put some on the back of my hand just to take off more product and then just stamp it on here. It's very reddish. It's making my skin just appear red, not really adding much warmth. It's just adding like a little bit of redness to my skin. That's bronze skin done. Moving on to the blush. Going to take the pink blush, and again, I'm gonna take, wow, this is a lot of kick up. Did you see that? Pop this on the apples of my cheeks. I think that's rosy enough. Blush done. Now I'm gonna highlight the cheekbones. I'm gonna take this shade right here. If I can open it. Oh, it has a seal. This is so hard to open, I can't open this. There it goes, okay. Cool. So I'm going to apply this with my finger. It has slight iridescence to it. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not, it's not very intense. Highlight done, even though you can't even really see the highlight that much. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the eyes. For the eyes, I'm gonna use this little trio right here, and I'm gonna start by applying this all over my lid. It's very creamy. How does it swatch? It's really patchy. Okay, so we're gonna apply this to the brow bone first. Taking the blending brush, I'm going to use this, and I'm gonna take this shade right here and pop this in my crease. See if it even shows up. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go into this darker shade then, since that first one didn't show up at all. So taking that darker shade into the crease with the brush and just working that in. I'm really trying here, you guys. Like, I want to try and make this look somewhat presentable and okay. Okay, now that I've applied that on my crease, I'm going to take this palette and I'm going to use the bronze shade. If I can open this palette, I'm going to take this bronzy shade right here and apply that to my lid. Taking my brush and just blending out the edges a little bit. Now I'm going to take this little tool that came with the trio and I'm going to take this purple and I'm going to run this on my lower lash line. And then taking the other side and taking this shade that we used as our highlight and putting that in the inner corner. Now I'm going to take my liquid eyeliner and attempt to do a wing. Let's see how that goes. I swear to you guys, when I do my eyeliner, I don't breathe. I'm holding my breath, literally hoping that I don't mess up. So now I'm going to curl my lashes using this mascara that I got, the Volume Lash by LA Color. I'm going to take my tweezers. These aren't tweezers. My lash curler. I'm going to take my lash curler and curl my lashes. I have really tiny lashes, so you won't even really be able to see them. Wow, this wand is huge. I'm going to apply this to both the top and the bottom lashes. This mascara is not very good. The eyeliner I was kind of impressed with. It's not terrible. You can barely tell that I have mascara on, but it's there. I think the final step is lipstick and eyebrows. I'm gonna have to try and do my eyebrows. So for the lipstick, I picked this nude lipstick. So let's apply this. This lipstick, I actually don't hate it. It doesn't look terrible. It's like very thin. It kind of feels like a lip balm a little bit. It has the same consistency as a lip balm, but it has a little bit of a tint to it. It's a very sheer formula lipstick. It just gives like my lips a little bit of a sheen. Okay, moving on to the eyebrows. For the eyebrows, I'm gonna use this eyeshadow and see how it looks. Hoping for the best. Yeah, these are way too red, so that's not gonna work. I'm gonna go into this since this one's a little darker. I'm gonna hope that this works better, but let's get real. It's not gonna be better. No, this is so bad. It's like red brows. These brows are not okay. Wow. It's so bad, you guys. So bad. I'm going to take a spoolie and I'm going to brush through these as if that's going to save them. Yikes. Let's get real. These eyebrows are not leaving this house. They're way too red. They don't match my hair at all. This is the final look using all dollar store makeup. I mean, the final outcome really isn't nothing spectacular. The freaking eyeshadow barely looks like it's there, let me tell you that, because of pigmentation. These shadows are not very pigmented. If you're at the dollar store and are like, hey, these are pretty colors, I should get them. No, don't. They don't work. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. If you have any suggestions of videos that you'd like me to film, leave them down in the comments below and I will be sure to film them for you. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Why is this packaging impossible to open? Oh my god.